Hello, my fellow Scorpios, and welcome to your monthly forecast for this upcoming month of March 2023. Now, this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So, of course, be sure to check all three of your signs to really have a complete look at what the month has in store for you. Now, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And if you are more interested in a more personal reading, my link is down below. Now, Scorpio, let's get into it. Let's look at the month of March as a whole, the energy you can be expecting, and how you can best utilize this for your highest good and well-being. Now, I will say, Scorpio, there's some really big transformation when it comes to our confidence and our direction when it comes to our creative projects, career, and work. We have the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Coins. This month, you're going to be feeling a lot more confident and in your power when it comes to making decisions in the direction you want to take your career, the area that you want to put your energy in. And I love the Queen of Wands. She's my favorite. She's communicative and she's expressive and she reaches out and she works with other people and she's not afraid. What I love the most about her is her creativity, her ability to build rapport with other people. It's just her energy. It's fiery. You have the Nine of Swords, Ace of Wands, Scorpio. You want to do things that really challenge you, that bring you joy, bringing that joy and excitement back into your path, into your work, into your creativity, wanting to do things that perhaps are more challenging, that encourage growth, but more importantly, things that allow you to feel excited again, that are opportunities for work that allow you to feel joy again. I'm seeing a theme in the month of March for a lot of people. And in March, you're going to make some very decisive decisions. 10 of Coins, 7 of Wands, the Hierophant. Number one, you're going to be making a lot more decisions in terms of your long-term plan, your financial plan. What do I really want to invest my time in? What's going to yield the most? So instead of trying to do everything, Scorpio, you're going to start prioritizing, chunking it down, and really putting the energy and effort and time into the things that are more long-term for you. 7 of Wands and the Hierophant, really finding environments for you, Scorpio, that where you can work with like-minded people, where you can work with other people and energies that are kind of more kindred spirits, environments that mentor you and support your growth. So if you work in certain offices or work with certain kinds of business or companies where there's a lot of dog eat dog, it's negative, it's toxic, it's low vibrational, you're going to have enough in the month of March. You're going to say like, you know what? I'm going to stand my ground. I don't want to put up with this anymore. This is too draining. I would rather move environments. I would rather create an environment for myself or decide to move in new directions that really feed my soul, my creativity, my spirit, myself. You are a water sign, Scorpio. So having a healthy culture, having a healthy environment is imperative. I think that's imperative for everybody, but especially for my water signs. It's important for you to be around people that really share a similar viewpoint on life, where you can really feel that support that you need in order to grow. If you work on your own, this is equally important. Getting out there and really finding organizations and environments that support that spiritual growth. You might have been more in that mental business hustle mindset, Scorpio, and this month, no, you want to be more creative and joyful. You kind of want to shift it around, get some spark back into your path and into your work. You have the High Priestess and the Chariot. So much of this is divinely guided, Scorpio. It's coming from your spirit, your higher self, what you might want to call the divine. And understand that this is an answer to your prayers. However, this might start to play out. You might find certain work environments just absolutely intolerable, and so therefore you leave. So it might look negative, but it's actually pushing you a direction that's really going to provide you so much more joy and happiness. And if you just listen to this, Scorpio, if you kind of just do your best not to judge it or you get into too intensive feelings here, this is going to allow for so much more career growth. Sometimes the universe is trying to pivot or shift you, and it's our resistance to that because it's different. But we feel it, Scorpio. You're a very intuitive sign. You trust that, gut trust that, and the universe is going to bless you for that. This is going to allow for a lot more growth and direction in your career, providing environments where you're going to be valued and promoted and recognized. I think what the universe really wants to show you here is all that there is to gain by this change. You have it with the 5 of Cups, the 8 of Swords, and the 10 of Wands. They're saying, look at, I know things might not be working out the way you wanted or have not worked out the way you wanted, but a lot of that happened because of your lack of confidence in yourself, your more mental limitations. They're saying, don't cry over spilt milk. Don't cry over things that haven't worked out. What we really need to focus on is what we have to gain, because these environments, 10 of Wands, they're exhausting, Scorpio. They're draining, they're tiring. You might work more and gain less. Instead of working smarter, you're working harder. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what you're switching up. If you actually listen to yourself, to your own spirit, to your own power, you have a lot of power, Scorpio. And creating kind of the environment and creativity and business and excitement and joy you're looking for, you have it all within you. It was never about what other people had to give you or the environment. You can create that anywhere. And I think the universe is saying, why are you putting out so much effort and energy in these environments if it's not really yielding the emotional and creative support and outcomes that you've been looking for? You have it with the Queen of Swords and the Strength card. Clarity cards are the Seven of Coins and the Knight of Wands. The Queen of Swords, the Strength card, they're saying, look don't be afraid to step away from people, environments, even projects, even career paths that you have maybe put a lot of time and effort into. Kind of roll it back, have some of that self-respect and that self-love and say, okay, how can I really narrow this down? Queen of Swords, she focuses on a real big goal here, not all these little distractions. When you have that Queen of Swords, you are independent. You are reliable, you have resilient, Scorpio. So they're saying, look, let's clear away the things that really don't serve us. That can include people, that can include environments, that can include a bunch of side hustles. What are the things we really want to focus our time and energy into creating? What really fills our spirit and makes us excited again, and cut off the fat. Don't be afraid when you have that Strength card to release certain people and environments. Do your best not to criticize, not to judge, Scorpio. Recognize that all souls are playing roles for our growth. Even those more challenging souls, as much as you want to just punch them in the face, it's saying, no, this is teaching me that I don't want this, I want that, and I need to have the strength to make those changes and shifts. You have the Seven of Coins and the Knight of Wands. They're saying, don't be afraid to go after something and put your time and energy into it, even if it's going to take a while to build. Whatever these changes you're making, Scorpio, when you have that Seven of Coins, number one, it is an amazing investment of time, of energy, and money. The only thing is, yeah, it's going to take some time. I said this in one of the other videos for other signs. You don't plant a seed and expect it to grow the next day, right? You have to water it, you have to feed it, and it will yield for years to come. But put your energy and passion into it. Stop procrastinating about it. Stop complaining about the things that, oh, I can't stand going to work, or I can't stand this person. Well, if you don't like it, change it. I'm a Scorpio too. We're cut and dry people. If you don't like it, move it. If it doesn't feel, work with you, walk away. But kind of allowing ourselves to sit in an environment that perhaps isn't serving you and expecting it to one day change, that's just as silly, right? So instead, how can we really assert our creativity, assert our independence, go after new opportunities that excite us and challenge us and are equally joyful, or no, not equally joyful, you're moving into more joyful states, but equally, profitable and productive, but allows us to grow and still provide us a financial stability. We're responsible for our own happiness. So if something is drawing us, calling us, it is our job to answer. When you have that High Priestess, you are being guided to new environments, to new people, to new opportunities with growth. And yeah, it's a shakeup. In a weird way, it might be answering a prayer you've been having. Maybe, when we complain about things long enough or we don't like something, well, you know what? Things shift. And it can be a blessing, Scorpio. So go after this, because I see so much more excitement and passion in you when you do this. I see so much more joy and movement and stability when you do this. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's put it in there and let's try it out. That's all you can do, right? Is try. I hope this serves you, Scorpio. I hope you have an amazing month in March. That's my sign as well. If you are interested in more classes or workshops or just that self-development, please check out my membership community that links down below. You get 7 days free just to see if it's something that resonates with you, or if you're interested in a more one-on-one reading, my link is also down below. Otherwise, guys, have a beautiful March, and I will see you next month for next month's readings. Take care.